I'm a brother boy. A brother boy is an indigenous female to male trans person. I'm from Townsville. My tribes are Kalkadoon, which is Mount Isa, and Boogaman, which is Palm Island. I guess growing up I had feelings of wanting to be a guy, but I didn't know anything about it, so it was a bit pointless me trying to say something that I didn't understand. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it because I didn't want to tell them, hey, I've got an issue with my gender. The family I was living with after I had come out as same-sex attracted ended up kicking me out, and I ended up in a shelter. After I'd been kicked out, I got a phone call that my mum had passed away in a car accident, which had quite a profound effect on me. It kind of just felt like my whole world had fallen apart. I guess I figured that the best way to deal with it all was to get drunk, to get high, so I just wouldn't have to deal with anything. Without knowing it, I had a male spirit all along, which meant my inner self, they were like, no, you don't really identify as what your body looks like. That was like my inner spirit telling me that's who I was. It got to the point I didn't want to be around because I didn't know how I was going to identify or how to identify. I'd come out before and I'd been kicked out because of coming out as a same-sex attracted person. And so there was that worry that I would be homeless again and, everyone would sort of just hate me and didn't want to know me. After I came out as trans, it was just such a relief because no one really cared. They just, okay, we still love you. I chucked it up on Facebook. It was a really positive experience, and besides probably, one Facebook troll, it was totally fine, and I was met with arms open and, just unconditional love. It was just like this huge cloud just lifted. After moving to Townsville, I had this youth worker that was an intake officer for Headspace Townsville. She told me about the LGBTI group. I was surrounded by people that were positive and, that were happy identifying with who they were. And I was able to start my transition in a group where I felt safe and respected and accepted for who I was. After finding out that there was a whole community of brother boys and sister girls, I knew that I wasn't alone, and it was a really big relief to see that there were other people that I could talk to who identified the same as me, that are further along in their journey. I guess at the moment, I'm sort of culturally limbo in between women's business and men's business. Something that I definitely want to do is be able to get it all right with my elders and my culture and just have my sense of pride back. With the knowledge that I have, I feel, that I could potentially help other young people that might be in similar situations to where I was at. Speak to someone if you're in a dark spot, because there's nothing worse than bottling it up and feeling like no one cares and no one wants to hear you. I proudly identify as a Kalkadoon and Boogaman brother boy, and that will never change. I'm happy with who I am and nothing else really matters.